Hey there, it's Julia from Set Square Crafts. Thanks so much for tuning in to this YouTube video. I am so glad to be back over at the Alleyway Stamps. This week I'm creating a card using the most adorable Tooty Fruity set. I absolutely love this set. When I saw it, I knew I absolutely had to have it. I have so many cards in mind to make with this set. I think it's so fun, and at this time of the year where it's summer and things are hot, all of these fruits are just perfect for a zillion different cards. I'm starting my card today by stamping out the large peach. I'm going to do a little bit of paper piecing as well as using my distress inks to color these images. So I need to stamp out a few of each one. For this card, I'm using the peach as well as the large leaf, and you saw a little preview at the beginning there, but I do cover up the small leaf that comes on the peach with this big jumbo leaf. I thought it was just fun to add a big punch of green, so I just went with it. I'm stamping using Versa Fine Onyx Black ink, and I let that dry completely. I'm pretty sure after I stamped this, I actually went and had lunch, so this ink is really dry before I start applying my ink. I'm using mini blending tools for this project. You could also use makeup sponges. I've had a lot of success using makeup sponges, especially before I got the blending tool, and you can definitely achieve similar results using just makeup sponges even from the dollar store. So I used 2 shades of green to color in that leaf. Those were Mowed Lawn and Shabby Shutters. And now I'm going to color in my stem, and I'm adding a base layer of the Mowed Lawn just so it had a little bit of a green undertone. And then I'm pretty much covering it all up with the gathered twigs. To color in my peach, I pulled up a couple pictures from Google Images just to see how to actually color a peach. And it turns out they're actually sort of mostly yellow with orange highlights, so that's exactly what I did for mine. I'm covering the most of the whole peach with that yellow that is mustard seed, and then I'm going in to add some orange touches all around the edges and then also in the crease there down the center of the peach. I'm using Spice Marmalade, that's the orange I'm using. I was sort of careful to not blend too much into the center so that I still get like the peach looks like it has a shape. So by having that lighter part right in the center, it makes it look like it's round. I went ahead and fussy cut out those images right against the stamp line. There are digital SVG files available for this stamp set, but I wanted it to be cut right against the line, so I just fussy cut those and it was really easy. I also went around the edges of all of the pieces, so that's the stem, the leaf, and the peach, using a black marker. In that case, I used a Spectrum Noir marker, but any marker you have, any black marker you have on hand, or even a brown marker would work, just to kind of make those edges look more finished once they were fussy cut. Like I said, I wanted to cover up that small leaf to use a big giant leaf, so I just used my Zig 2-way glue pen to adhere that in place, and then I used an acrylic block to hold it down while it dries. I wanted to use this pretty polka dot paper from the Echo Park 6x6 Anything Goes paper pad. This is kind of like a sparkly gold. It's not real gold, but it really looks like it in real life. It's not like some of those metallic papers, but it looks really gold in real life, and it's very pretty. So to pull my whole card together, I knew I wanted to stamp the Hope You're Peachy greeting. I think that's just so cute, and I know who I'm gonna send this card to. I'm using a piece of vellum that's the same size as my card front, so that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. It's a standard A2 size card. I prepped my vellum with a little bit of anti-static powder, and that is a homemade powder bag. I do have a blog post to show you how to do that if you're curious, but really it's just cornstarch baby powder in a little pouch that I use double-sided tape to stick together, and it works like a charm. I'm using the VersaFine Onyx Black ink again to stamp out that Hope You're Peachy, and this stamp set just stamps so beautifully. Those bold black lines work so nicely for the sentiments. I just absolutely love this set if you haven't already noticed. So I'm just going ahead and heat setting that. I coated it in some Wow Clear Gloss embossing powder, and then I'm just getting ready to position all of the parts of my card. I need to hide some adhesive behind that peach as well as the greeting, so that's why I actually adhered that peach down before adhering the vellum just so that I could hide quite a bit of adhesive behind that. That's one of the more finicky things about using vellum in your projects, is that oftentimes the adhesive shows. So if that's something that doesn't bother you, that's great. For me, it really bothers me when I can see it, so I try really hard to hide it behind something else. Or one trick is that it's actually not that finicky when you have a white background. A lot of liquid adhesives will not show through if you adhere it to a white background. So I went in afterwards and actually added some of the glue around the edges as well, and I think I show you that in the video. I of course needed to stamp on one of the adorable faces that comes in this stamp set. This is one of the other reasons I love this, is because it comes with a few little funny faces that you can stamp on all your fruits, and I think it's just like so fun and cheerful for this time of year. So as you can see, the vellum is really bothering me because it keeps curling up at the corners. So like I mentioned, I just use a little bit of adhesive and adhere that down onto the white parts. I was really careful not to adhere it down to a polka dot, just so that it wouldn't show through. With that, my card is complete. Thank you so much for tuning into this video, and also welcome to all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back again in a few days with a brand new video, so I hope you'll tune in. See you then. Bye!